Hey, you guys. Happy Faith Friday. I'm in a hotel in Tahoe and I'm gonna roll out my hamstring while I talk to you guys. Oh my gosh, this hurts so bad. With this trigger point ball. I messed up my hamstring a couple days ago. Long jumping. Super fun. But yeah. So anyway, I haven't done a Faith Friday video in a little while, and this was I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, and I don't know if this has any practical application to fitness, but I listened to a podcast, and I don't even remember, it was like years ago. It might have even just been like an interview with a woman, and she said, one of the reasons why we have so many people who are depressed and anxious, and of course, don't get me wrong, there's chemical reasons for this too, but is that people are not living congruent lives anymore. So they're posting something on social media, happy, healthy, loving wife, family, all this other stuff. Meanwhile, like going through a divorce, or people are portraying themselves as this like healthy person, but then going and smoking and drinking and doing drugs and binge eating at night. And that disconnect can cause a lot of anxiety in people, because your soul and your heart knows when you're telling the truth, right? And so this is the spot right here. And so that got me thinking about the Bible, how it says that you can't have the Jesus and the world, and a lot of us want to, right? Like, we want to have the lifestyle and still have Jesus, right? Like, we want to be able to still, act like the world, not be too different from the world, believe the same things as the world. We don't want to be weird. We don't want to be different. We don't want to be called like religious or judgmental or like whatever it is, right? And so we're calling ourselves Christians, but then living lives that don't necessarily align with Christianity. And for a long time, it wasn't that I was doing that. I was like almost like halfway in, halfway out, which really there is no thing like that with God. Like, eventually he's going to convict your heart that you're not in alignment with him. And I think that's the process of sanctification, right? Of you becoming more holy, which means that you strive to be more and more like Jesus as you read like the Bible and you get into the word and you attend church, a good Bible believing church. And so recently that has been something that I've wanted to really, really dive into and incorporate with my health too. Like, I'm a generally healthy person, but if I'm talking about like gut health and water and sleep, like, I need to make sure that I'm doing that too, instead of just telling my clients to do that. Because like, I can get away with it because I've been doing this for years, right? Like, I've been in healthy and in fitness for years, but I still need to be congruent. And the same thing goes with Christianity. Like, I can't be on this platform, you guys, telling you guys that I believe in Jesus, the God of the Bible, the God who saves people from hell, and then be like, oh, but I want to like kind of halfway be in and out and kind of not really live a life that is in accordance with that. So I'm saying that I'm a believer, think about like the John Christ and like all these pastors who are falling, like you think about Hillsong and all these pastors who are, they're saying they're believers, and then behind closed doors, they're doing cocaine and cheating and things like that. And I think we do that, and we can do that on a smaller scale. Like, maybe we're not out here doing cocaine and cheating on our wives, but maybe we're condoning things that we shouldn't, and maybe we're engaging in things that we really should have no business engaging in. And for me, I'm calling myself to a higher standard as a Christian and being like, how do people know that I'm different? How do people know that I'm a believer, right? Because we should be different. We're salt of the earth, we're not the bland, sea glass. We're salt of the earth, which means we should be changing the flavor of the world, right? We should be changing the flavor of the world that's what salt does. It enhances the world. So I should be somebody different. I should not have the same ideas and thoughts and beliefs as the majority of people, because the majority of people are not Christians. They're just not. So for me, it's really about like, okay, this is my Faith Friday. Am I living a congruent life in every area, but particularly as it relates to Christianity? Am I living a congruent life? Am I who I say I am? And because I don't want to live in that angst or that anxiety of knowing that I'm out here lying to y'all. You know what I mean? So that is my message. That is my Faith Friday for today, is like, live a congruent life. You know, just ask, like for me, I've been asking God, okay, what do you want me to believe about this? What do you want me to think about this? And how do you want me to ask? And convict me. Like if I'm about to do something that's not aligned with you, and that what you don't believe, and what if that's something that I should not be engaging in, like give me a nice large red stop sign so that I know I'm not in alignment, and help me to then, when I see that stop sign, not ignore it. You know what I mean? Because I'll be doing that too, you know? I'll be doing that too. Listen, you guys know I don't lie to you guys. Well, I try not to. Try and tell you guys the utmost truth. But anyway, that's my Faith Friday video. If you guys are interested in health, fitness, life coaching, go ahead and send me a message, or find me on Instagram at JoannaJoy_. You can also find me on the YouTubes. And yeah, I'm about to head back down to the Bay area. And then I have to drive back up to Sacramento for a track meet tomorrow. So that'll be dope. All right, you guys, I am done rolling out my leg, and I'll see you guys soon.